Welcome to day 4 of the amazing Gallbladder and Liver Flush. Brought to you by Andreas Moritz. It's on Amazon, look it up. Or maybe it's in your public library. Or quite possibly could be at a friend's home. Anyway, let me get down to business. I have been a whoa, thunder. Me like a thunder. Anyway, I have been a house is shaking. Holy yesness. I was a heavy drinker for roughly 20 years, from the age of approximately 16 to 36. And I drank almost every day. Toward the end, it was definitely every day. And my cat just jumped into her tea house. That's where she likes to go for protection when it thunders really heavily out. Moving on. I was drinking a half a bottle of whiskey toward the end there. Not the airplane version, not the pint, half pint, but the regular size 750 milliliter bottle. It was a lot of whiskey, sometimes even more. There were Sundays during football where a whole bottle would magically disappear, and I didn't share. It was bad. But that was a different chapter, and I've opened up new chapters into my life. And hopefully, if you survive that type of abuse and you live to tell the tale, you find other paths to explore, such as clean living lifestyles. And I purged the alcohol from my life and other very toxic things, foods, house cleaning chemicals, hygienic products, toiletries, etc., anything that had toxic stuff in it that just didn't make sense anymore. It was definitely a period of awakening. And eventually, as you start to clean these things out of your system and bring new people into your life and new foods and new activities to plug into, you eventually find your way to stuff like this. And my partner introduced this to me, and she's like, I'm going to do the gallbladder and liver flush. Do you want to do it? And I said, nope. Have fun. And I'm very stubborn and resistant to things like that, as a lot of us are. And she left the book around the house, and she did her flushes without me, with my support. But eventually, I felt like she never pressed her agenda on me. She just let me find my way, and I was curious. And so if you're curious, you don't have to do the flush. No one's going to judge you. Don't do the flush. But if you're curious, just get the book. It's a treasure trove of information, even if you don't want to do the flush. I mean, the flush is pretty easy. It's just a week. I mean, these 400 pages, I think it's 400 pages. Yeah, more than 400 pages. Isn't about just a flush. It's about the liver. It's about the gallbladder. It's about gallstones. It's about lots of health-related concerns and considerations. So, seek the book out if your interest has been piqued. If not, there's lots of other things to get into. And I support and respect that too. Do those things that you're called to. Don't listen to me. I'm not a trained professional. I might be a professional idiot, a professional joker. I mean, this is a comedy channel. But this is serious shit, and I'm going to shit stones. And I'm going to show you the stones. And there's going to be lots of stones, I believe, this time. Sometimes no stones come out. I mean, you got to do the protocol to the T. And my partner and I, we do. But sometimes things are backed up and they don't come out. I have a feeling there's going to be hundreds this time because it's been a while since I've done it. And whatever the platforms will allow me to show, I'll show. I won't show the act of me actually passing the stones. I don't have the technology or desire to do so, but B, I'm just going to keep it simple and show the stones in the toilet. I don't know. I mean, if you're daring enough, if you're, curious enough, whatever word you want to put on it, enough, jump in and let's see what happens and see what we think it is. The book does a really good job refuting the claims that there's just saponified olive oil balls. It goes into very, very heavy page after page detail, study after study, clinical breakdown after breakdown of why they're not, and how they can't be, and how the body doesn't work that way, and how other substances than olive oil have been used, and it's just whatever. But as with anything, maybe you believe this, maybe you believe this, and guess what? This is okay, and this is okay. Believe what you want to believe, and let your heart guide you to where you feel you need to be. And let's just respect each other's differences and celebrate our likenesses, and just listen to each other deeply, and just be open to the conversation of what if and maybes. And look, I'm always open, and initially I said no to this, but by listening more and more deeply to conversations that I was having with my partner and myself, it was time for me to do this. One day, someone may very well have a conversation with me that makes me say, I don't know if I need that book anymore, or maybe there's something better, or not that this was bad, but maybe there's a better way, or better protocol, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, like, we're humans, we evolve, we learn. So just being open and respectful of one another, and it's what I'm here to promote as well. So yeah, good stuff. So day 4, halfway through ish, right? And 3 days left. Nothing really changes, except sometimes some folks report fatigue, headaches, just heaviness. I think that comes with a releasing of the toxins. Sometimes happens I wouldn't say prematurely, but earlier than it does for others. I've been pretty clear. I have been pretty energized. I did an enema yesterday, and that was exciting because it wasn't like the first enema. Woo! Some stuff came out of the first enema. The second enema was like a deep cleaning, and really important when you're doing the flush to get everything inside scrubbed out, so that whatever comes out of your liver gallbladder situation is not obstructed by old sludge and just clogged pipes, if you will. And so I feel like yesterday's enema, the water was a little more warm. So think about scrubbing out a pot. If the water's not warm enough, it doesn't activate enough of the cleansing properties to release that gunk. And the first day, the water seemed, perfect. But the second day, I was like, whoa, this water's a little warm. Not dangerously warm. That's going to hurt me or anything. But in a way like, okay, this is going to really pull out some of the dried out stuff inside of me. The really just resistant stuff that's holding on. Those bacteria and the toxins are like, no, we want to wreak more havoc. No, holding on to the sides of my intestine. But that water cleared those troublesome suckers out, because it's about to get graphic here. Turn your head away or mute me if you don't want to hear this part. I mean, it was putrid smelling in the back. It wasn't normal shit coming out of me, folks. This was stuff that had been decaying in my body for way too long. And that's just stuff like processed foods and stuff that our bodies don't understand what we've put in them. So they're like, I don't know how to get rid of this. I don't know what to do with it. And it just festers inside of us. It's scary shit. Literally, figuratively, metaphorically, all the above. It's a serious thing, man. So Yeah, feeling good. Gonna do a little food shopping this evening to get what we need for the rest of the weekend because it's a good idea. We usually do a food shopping on the weekends, but it's good to stay home for the last 2 days and just rest and conserve your energy and stuff so that your organs and your body has everything it needs to cleanse itself. And that's what we'll be doing. So we're gonna knock our food shopping out tonight for the rest of the week, and then just have a chill evening. And it's about all I got for day 4 for you. If you have any questions, comments, considerations, please put them below. Please be respectful to one another, and me included. Thank you. And let's just keep an open and honorable dialogue between everyone, and let's get healthy together. So as I like to close out my fast food review channel, my original fast food channel, which is Nature's Gifts from trees, from the ground, plucking off a vine. From my heart to yours, get out there under the sun, get under a tree, get under someone you love. You know what I'm talking about. And let's connect. Let's be good to ourselves and each other. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Boom, boom, boom.